Hi everyone, it's me Shamira, and today I want to talk about something that is very important for energy healers. Um, Basically, it's how to reset your energy and how to pamper yourself. We spend so much time having compassion for everybody else and helping them cultivate self-love and um, taking care of themselves. And sometimes we kind of skip the part of filling ourselves back up and taking care of and pampering ourselves. It's so easy to just disregard pampering, especially. We can do exercises to fill ourselves up, but what about the intimacy with ourselves? And what about that deep caring and appreciation? And I realized that I wanted to talk about this the other night when I was sitting there appreciating my cat's coat and telling him how beautiful his coat was. And it seems to be getting better and more beautiful and shinier every day. And I thought, you know what? Why is it so hard sometimes to do that to ourselves, to really give to ourselves? So I want to talk about a few things that have been very helpful for me in pampering and resetting and getting back to that soft, full queendom, I like to call it. And for men, it would be that kingdom. And just feeling that inner power, love, compassion, and softness. So immediately after I've done energy work, I like to imagine a waterfall flowing down over from the top of my head down my whole body with living water and just washing all of that into the earth, everything that I've worked with, all the other energies that have been coming and going and clearing and dancing. And so that just does so much. It just clears and cleans and starts over. And another thing that I like to do is add this in while I'm in the shower or while I'm in the bath. Just imagine the waterfall cleansing and clearing and washing me clean. And then I started just touching. It's really nice for us to touch our own skin and just softly touching your arms and feeling that sensual touch, that sensual pleasure. And just take some time to do that. It's so fulfilling and rewarding, It can just enliven our senses. And it's good to be able to give that, to ourselves. And not feel, if it does bring up any uncomfortable feelings, it's okay. Just stay with it because it's really beautiful to do. And take the time. And if we do feel uncomfortable, sometimes that's an indication of, where we're not feeling worthy and where we're not valuing and honoring ourselves. And so it's important to take that time. And you can just do this. And what I like to do also is focus on the areas that I've judged harshly in the past, like just really feeling my arms and appreciating them the way that I was appreciating my cat's fur, like just really being present with it and loving my arms, loving my belly, taking time to go, you know what, you are beautiful and I love you, and touch that area. Sometimes we have shame, we have fear come up around paying attention to these areas that we judge. We kind of want to just block them out and block them away, and that's where we can get caught in unfulfillment and not giving back to ourselves. And so it's becoming present with your body, touching all the places that you've judged, letting them know that they're beautiful, that you love them. And this is coming back to that queendom, that God within, that goddess within. Getting in touch with that again, loving this temple, loving yourself, and giving to yourself what you've given to others. It's really important, because if we get depleted as energy healers, then we're not really giving from a place of fullness, and that can become an energetic taking. And it can be subtle, but so take the time. I've also started to, after the bath, take oil, take just essential oil mixed with almond oil or olive oil, whatever you prefer, and just taking that and really taking time to nourish yourself, your whole body with this oil, kind of anointing. It can be a sacred ceremony in itself of giving back to you, getting present, and hearing what your body needs and what your body's been crying out for. And just take that time for yourself and listen. And I'll get other insights at that point, and it'll say, go outside and smell the clean air, or take a walk. It'll say, go to the river. It'll let me know what it needs. Sometimes it's as simple as drink a cold glass of water. And that's what this is really about. It's about honoring ourselves and stopping and listening to ourselves. We listen to people. We hold space for other people. And we allow them to feel heard and seen and given to. And we create a space of compassion for them. And yet we kind of rush through that when it comes to giving that to ourselves. We think, okay, well, I'll take a few minutes and do that. But do we really take our time, and do we really create sacred space for ourselves? And so I invite you to find ways of creating sacred space for yourself. And we all know that when we create a sacred space, we open up to the infinite, so that that person can find healing, can find self-love, can find compassion. And so when we intend to open that sacred space for ourselves, then we open up to the infinite within, and then we can allow that beauty to come into us, and then we can notice the places that we don't feel worthy. We notice these little parts coming up where we feel a little ashamed, we feel a little selfish in doing this, and we can let those go. We can breathe them out. We can take that sacred space all the time we need for ourselves. And listen to yourself as you would a friend, with compassion. And so I invite you to, when you do this, allow time. In a session, we'll give a client an hour or more. And can you do that for yourself? Can you give yourself that amount of time to truly open up and share? up to compassion. It can be difficult, at least it is for me. It's an ongoing practice of taking that space and time for myself and finding that queendom again and reconnecting with that God inside for this simple. Thank you for watching. Join me on michellemira.com. And also, I love hearing your experiences. So feel free to comment on this video or on my blog. And I look forward to hearing your experiences with this. And if you have ideas, I'd love to hear more about how to pamper the healer, how to pamper yourself, how to pamper each other in our own space. See you tomorrow.